Tell me we'll be alright. Whatever I might do, I may disappoint you. Cause I'm the one who always mess up everything. Being with me is like walking on a tightrope. So bring all of your hope. I think that I was born with broken wings. I'm sorry that I had to start a fire. Just tell me now where to go. It's down or even higher. If I promise you that I will fuck up, from now on I'll be better forever. And I promise you that I will stay focused. Only you in my bed like I once said. But only if you stay and help me find a way. But if I promise you that I will fuck up, from now on I'll be better forever. At least for one more day. Every time that I try pretending I'm a good girl, like I'm in a fake world, maybe I just don't have what it takes. I'm sorry that I had to start a fire. Just tell me now where to go. It's down or even higher. If I promise you that I will fuck up, from now on I'll be better forever. And I promise you that I will stay focused. Only you in my bed like I once said. But only if you stay and help me find a way. But if I promise you that I will fuck up, from now on I'll be better forever. At least for one more day.
Kanno. Kanno. Kanno.
I'll be what you wanna. I've been here 1,000 times. Hey, hey, falling for another. I don't even bother. I could do it all my life. So tell me if you wanna, 'cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, 'cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I started dreaming. Guess heaven's not that far away. And I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la.
space, time, recovery, now man's ace. Quit, summary, new discovery, losing that weight. Post on the ground cause I'm just great, I'm way too slick with it. John Wick with it, I'm taking best shots and equipment it. More drinks with it, then sit with it. Still end up in a bed with a chick in it. VVS one with my chain boss down. Been through a lot, now man's got a crown. KSI verified, stay scheming, self-believing, you know I.
Feel
Special guest mixologist.
You want me back, it's on for me, but it took a while. I did it all in a Bible style. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. But I lost proof by this track. Put your hands up, special, see it back. Here I am, a brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back, it's on for me, but it took a while. I did it all in a Bible style. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. But I lost proof by this track. Put your hands up, special, see it back. Here I am, a brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back, all for one and one for all. Ask about the rise and fall. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. Radio play my music loud. I will turn you inside out.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, right about now you're rocking with the best of them all. Push the fader, bust the meter, tease the needle, shake the tweeter. Push the fader, bust the meter, tease the needle, shake the tweeter.
Here I am, my brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back. All my love to freaks and fans. Put your hands up, special D is back.
Hey, wait! Don't rewind the tape.
I'm sorry, I had the turntable at the wrong speed. You want to try it again?
Yeah, but it's
One, 2, 3, 4.
here I am, my brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back. It's on for me, but it took a while. I did it all in a Bible style. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. But I lost proof by this track. Put your hands up, special, see it back. Here I am, my brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back. It's on for me, but it took a while. I did it all in a Bible style. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. But I lost proof by this track. Put your hands up, special, see it back. Here I am, my brand new track. I made it 'cause you want me back. All for one and one for all. Ask about the rise and fall. I brought my rhythm generation around the world across the nation. Radio play my music loud. I will turn you inside out.
Drop the bass. Here we go. There is a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. But for one last time, I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge and ride 10,000 times. Or maybe I could be the one riding to the setting sun tonight. Just drive. Breathing out or breathing in. Broken down, but I will live to fight again. For one last time, I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge and ride, died 1,000 times. Or maybe I could be the one riding to the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
Good evening, one and all. Welcome back. It's XFR Formula 2 time. This time coming to you from the Suzuka International Circuit. And I am happy today. My co-commentator has returned after his sabbatical. And it is blue skies and clouds here, just outside of somewhere in Japan. Not too sure on the town. Welcome, Sloppy. Welcome back.
Well, yes, thank you for having me back in the commentary box for F2. It's nice to be back, and especially for this historic circuit of Suzuka, where I think we're going to see quite a bit of action tonight.
Oh, hopefully so. Hopefully so. It is a very good racing track. Of course, memorable seasons, 1989, and of course that fatal, tragic accident in 2014 for Jules Bianchi. And Norris in the chat is saying it's dry all round. Let's bring up the standings for you guys. So it is TES Swayze leading the way on 104 points for the Racing Point team. Risky Andy 666 is our first driver out on track. He's in P2 on 194. TES Carroll just behind on 175 for Alpha Tauri, and TES Madman on 169, 9 points ahead of TES Roland in 5th. Renault leading the way, 352 points. Not much of a gap to Racing Point though. They're on 329, and the third team is Alpha Tauri. So the Constructors is looking very tasty indeed, and if you look at the top 4 drivers, they all drive for them 4 teams as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think definitely we can see a bit of a pattern from the championship standings. But it's always nice to get a bit of a mix-up. Hopefully we'll get one here tonight, and then we might see another bit of championship battle form. Maybe at the top it might get even closer. Maybe throughout, like in the middle of the championship at the bottom, we might see some people battling for positions.
Yeah, we never know. So Risky Andy is the first guy out there on the soft tyres. I didn't mean to say guy, he could be a penguin. You can't say anything these days.
Yeah.
But he does have a Williams, so very close company behind. Letting Beastie go, in fact, which could be crucial because he could get a toe.
He's got to be careful. Carroll just coming up and gets out of Carroll's way. So
it will be Beastie to cross the line first, coming through that very famous chicane of 1989. If you can remember back to then. Not that you can, Sloppy, nor can I. But Beastie does start his lap. On the soft tyre is the Williams. DRS wide open. Yeeting it into turn 1 thanks to the camera angle.
Full send.
It was a full send, and it's changed the camera angle for me. This game is changing cameras for me all the time. But okay, it looks like we're actually riding on board with the Williams. Dunlop looking nice. Now approaching the first Degner, keeping it on the track. Degner 2 up towards a very, very tricky hairpin. See what the Williams driver can do. So we have spoke to Beastie beforehand on this race, and he's looking for a podium. So,
and he was sounding confident. So we might be seeing Beastie on the podium.
And his lap's looking good at the moment.
Yeah.
Now as we say that, approaching Spoon, he's
got on the grass a little bit.
That will slightly hamper his time.
Unless he wanted to do it on purpose, maybe.
Yes. Carroll next up to cross the line after. Yeah, that's definitely costing time, because Carroll, I think, has just gone purple.
Yep, he has.
Approaching the tricky chicane. No bump here anymore, so you can floor it out of there.
Yeah, Beastie slowed down.
Beastie can do. It's a 131.5 and then a 129.2 immediately after. And Risky Andy with a 27.6 for Risky Andy.
Well,
so
I think Risky Andy maybe committing to the softs already.
Norris has just started his lap. Sambo looks like he's about to finish his.
Yep, Sambo's coming, and it's
a good time
on the mediums as well. That is a good time.
Swaffer is just in sector 1. Norris is the furthest ahead. Half on the grass, half off the grass there. So it's still purple though.
Using up all the road.
It keeps popping up at the bottom of my screen that Carroll's getting the fastest lap with the same time he's already got.
Exactly.
This game's class. Beast is staying well out the way of his teammate TES Norris. See how well he can do.
Ooh, me and my man switching roles it seems in chat. He's gonna DNF for an early bedtime. Ooh.
Yellow flag in sector 2, that's a McLaren. That might be Sambo just getting out of the way of one of the Red Bulls. That's Big Will on the mediums on his outlap.
As Carroll completely cuts the final chicane.
Good through 130R. I think it's to get out of the way of Norris. He is in the pits. Let's see what Norris can do for the Williams team. Short line is P2, 129.8. 28.8. 28.9, damn it. And Swaffer there with the 28.5. Still nowhere near Andy's time at the moment.
Yeah.
Roland is on his lap. Where is he? Coming up to Degner 1. It's purple so far.
We've got, on my screen, we had a full course yellow.
Oh.
This game's just great right now in its current state. Roland seems to be really pushing the limits on this lap.
He does. He really does.
He's using
looking good.
All the track he can. He's taking the tight line through there. Lead chuck it in here. Ooh, just got a little bit of understeer. Runs the car out wide. You can get on the power really early in that turn and just let the car wash out.
So Dom is on his outlap as well. Now approaching 130R, which is odd because it's a left-hander. I think it's to do with the degree of the corner. I think that's why they've called it that. Nice chicane there. Let's see what the Renault driver can do.
Wait, so
no, didn't need to. It's a Renault 1-2 at the moment.
Wow.
So we'll jump on board with Will now, because he's on a lap, just coming through Spoon. Blast down towards 130R. Jump on board with the actual Red Bull above the halo. Medium tyres. Easy flat in these cars. Now braking at the 100-metre board. Nicely stopped there, keeping it in third. To reduce the wheel spin. Wide line on exit. What can Will do? It's P5.
Ooh.
I didn't see Swayze up there. Hello. 3 tenths off of Swayze.
I think
not bad for Will.
He's just put those on. No, that is his best lap on the mediums. Well, that was a good lap from Swayze when he set that lap. We've got Madman on his outlap on mediums, Dom on his lap.
Through Dunlop, of course, where Sutil went off in 2014, and then unfortunately, 30 seconds later, Jules Bianchi. And we know how that turned out.
Yeah, there's a lot of history at this track. Some good, some not too good history.
Championships have been decided here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Then that famous move,
2 years in a row.
Exactly, and the famous move into turn 1 where Senna...
11 different turn-ins from Domino.
Seems to be on a decent lap though, does Dom?
The Red Bull can do. I'm going to put the lap data on so we can see. Sponsored by Rolex.
Going through the final chicane, up to the line. Keeps it
soaring at the wheel.
It's a 30.3. It's a decent time.
Jumping straight on board to the man in form at the moment. TES Madman coming through Dunlop.
He's not really pushing his 0 ERS, but he has apparently gone purple. Oh, that wasn't an invalidation.
That's odd. It usually is.
See, knowing me, that would have been an invalidation, car in the barrier and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. Roland definitely one to look out for here though. Had a very, very good race in FMXL's F2 division. Finished on track.
Oh, my man's... Oh, man. Oh.
P4. He's done well to not accelerate there. Finished on track, P4. Jumped up to third because I had a penalty and then swiftly got that removed. But he still finished P4. So a very,
That's a
very
solid
good
result.
And it was pissing it down, mate. Like full wet tyres, dry quali.
Oh. That's one race I would have loved to race in.
I don't think he qualified all that well. Oh, he didn't do as badly as me because I was P20. But Madman comes in. Right, who do we have on a lap? Carroll's out on the mediums and has just gone purple sector 1.
Ooh.
Through the first of the Degner corners. Up second. I got really confused then. Now, tricky braking zone for that hairpin because you actually have to brake a lot earlier than it says you do. And run down towards Spoon, flat out for now. Brake, 5th gear around there.
He's carrying the
Very
speed.
nice.
Ooh, that's good. He could have gotten the power a little bit earlier. Still a very good line. Now just to get the car straightened up and just keep it in that same line down into 130R. He's gone purple sector 2 as well, apparently.
So I think the purple, I think we worked it out that if they go purple or mediums, it's the fastest of that tyre.
Yeah. Ooh, he's the old...
Oh, he took way too much. I think the mediums can do another lap, so he might go again.
That was going to be a 28.4, which would have been an amazing lap. Just beating Swayze.
Would have been on par with Swayze, yeah. Is it? Oh, it invalidated his next lap as well.
That's annoying when that happens.
So I've heard differing opinions here. We've got 6 minutes 20 left, but apparently that's 7 minutes 20. Ooh. Because we load in before the drivers, so don't quote us on that, but I think that's how it works out. Norris is on another lap! Oh, I've just gone on board with him. Sorry, Matty. Oh my god, thank god he ghosted.
Whew.
Where is that? That's Degner.
Yeah.
That's not Degner, that's Dunlop.
No, Dunlop. Yeah, just on the entry. Yeah, just get on the curb there and you lost it.
Unlucky from the Williams driver, but he should have enough time to come back around.
He has no trouble. He has a bit of trouble.
Take us on a lap with Beastie, just coming through turn 1 and 2 now.
Right, so on the exit of turn 1 and 2, you want to get a really good run power on as early as you can. Cut that first curve there if you want, run the car out wide, keep it tight, flip the little AstroTurf there, and then here, shift down, hug this curve, push the car out, bring it back to the right. Don't clip that curve there on the left, otherwise you will go into the barriers we saw Norris just do. Now, hugging the track all the way to the left. Shift down 1 if you want to keep the revs up and carry the speed. Oh jeez. Flip these curves, keep all the way to the grass, then cut over, stick to this grass again, shift down. You can either turn in late or turn in a bit early here, it doesn't really matter too much. Get on the power, shift up through the gears, keep a very tight line. To get the quickest time you want to be hugging the grass on the right, BC leaves just a bit of space. Then coming up, BC's done a very good line through there, just had a small lift through the corner, he gets on the power very early, doesn't use up all the road, which he could have done, it could have gained him a bit of time. Make sure to leave it in a straight line now, going down to 130R. If you want, you can keep it tight, cut across the track to the left hand side, but BC doesn't. Brings it back to the left now for the braking zone, slows it down, left, right, left for the chicane, get on the power, plug it to the barrier, which you can do to gain some extra tenths, and across the line, and it's a 29.7.
Other than that, relatively confident lap, we could say.
Yeah.
Madman is back out on the medium tyres on his flying lap. Just coming out of Spoon, using all the road available. Now flat out towards 130R. We listen on board. As you can see, a very, very easy flat corner now, especially in these current gen cars.
Yeah, it's
short shifting there. Tight line. And it's P3 with a 128.323. That's a very, very good lap from the McLaren driver.
Yeah, and on the mediums as well. Jeez, that's a really good. I'm not sure, is my man running no traction again?
possibly. I think he's in our stream, so he might be able to let us know.
Very good lap.
That was a very good lap.
My match friend is like he did have in the F1 XL race
I think
here.
Beastie's gone again. No, he hasn't.
No, he's backed off. But he's got to be careful. He's got 2 cars around him in a line. I'm pretty sure he's got Dom, who's on an outlap.
And Will.
Okay, they're both on outlaps. Okay.
Beastie in the pits?
Yes, it is.
On board with TES Big Will now. Soft run coming up. Very easy to take too much of that inside curve at turn 1 because it's a, believe it or not, turn 1 is flat.
Yes.
It's a sort of double apex corner. But
it's only between 1 and 2 where you start to lift and brake a bit, but it's a lot of trail braking as well. So it's not really a full-on braking zone.
and trail braking in F1 cars, guys, if you don't know, do not mix.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do in any race car.
GT
really.
cars, yeah, but
yeah, the heavier the car is, the easier it is. If that makes sense.
and it ain't easy.
Yeah, still it's very hard, even in the easiest cars, to do it in.
Let's see what the Red Bull duo can do.
It will.
Is back out on the soft tyre.
Got on
all the road available.
We've got Carol on an outlap on medium, Sambo outlap on softs, Norris outlap on softs, Swaffer outlap on softs, Roland outlap on softs, and then Risky Andy outlap on softs.
Chicane was very nice from Will, not keeping it tight. Swayze's happy on the mediums, and a very good lap from Big Will.
Oh, that's a
Jump on board with his teammate, and Dom's gone P7.
Wow, some really good laps you've been putting here. Madman's happy. Madman's retired in the pits. Or is that on track?
Jump on board with Norris, approaching turn 1, flat out braking hard. Beastie has retired.
And Madman's car is coming out on track.
Oh.
Carl just missing it.
His teammate's coming.
Yeah.
His teammate's coming though.
Oh.
Madman, you could be in trouble here. You're in trouble here. You're in so much trouble here.
But he couldn't do anything. He was in the pits when he retired.
Yeah, but I think he hit leave garage.
Oh. Yeah.
Back on board with Norris. Round the hairpin. That has ruined Sambo's qualifying.
Yeah.
And if I was Sambo, I would be vexed right now.
Yeah. Nice, a little bit of a four-wheel slide, but you can do that in these F1 cars around here. It gains you a lot of time. Just not rear wheel slide only. And then you will actually gain a lot of time.
You're going to stay in the top 10, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, he has just gone purple sector 2. Nice braking zone there. Narrow line.
Ooh,
Norris
wow.
is P2.
What a lap.
Incredible lap. But here comes Risky Andy on the run down. No, we're going to jump on board with Roland because he's next across the line. He's just jumped Norris by 2/10 of a second. Carroll now. P3 for Carroll on mediums.
Maybe Swayze and Madman should have gone out again on mediums at the end. His track as Risky Andy.
Risky Andy does improve, does he?
No, 2/10 down.
Swaffer, what can he do? Picked a bit of the grass, narrow line. Where does Swaffer go? It's P5 behind Norris. And Sambo, obviously, a little bit angry there, and I would be as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
So that is our grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. Risky Andy 666 lines up on the front row right alongside his Renault teammate in P2 TES Roland. TES Carroll P3 for AlphaTauri. Highest medium runner, of course. TES Norris with a very solid P4 to 28 thousandths of a second back from TES Carroll. P5 is Swaffer 1, out-qualifying the championship leader, TES Swayze. TES Big Will for Red Bull on the soft tyres in P6. TES Madman also on the mediums with a 128.3 for McLaren in P7. And there is our championship leader on P8 for Racing Point, TES Swayze. TES Dom on the soft tyres with a 128.6 in the second Red Bull. P10 is Sambo for McLaren on mediums, and rounding out the grid is Beastie NUFC for Williams. So very interesting grid so far. The race should be a lot of fun.
Ocon no.
And whilst we wait, Tommy, thank you for the host. And whilst we wait for our drivers to ready up, it's time for, you guessed it, the Japanese national anthem. So the XFR Formula 2 division Japanese Grand Prix coming right up then. We have Risky Andy 666 on pole in an all Renault front row, so the French team on top here at the moment. TES Carroll, highest medium runner as we said earlier, so definitely watch out for him. I don't actually know the strategy around here, Sloppy, but it's looking to be a mixed bag at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to the XL race, what the strategy was. I can't remember. I think I qualified on the softs, and then went mediums.
I definitely qualified on the softs because it was wet.
Yeah. Well, it definitely looks like we've got 4 guys on the mediums right now, and Beastie.
Yeah.
Currently looking like he's going to start on the softs.
Make up the early places, but never rule out a lap 1 safety car here, guys. It can be a game changer.
Yeah, and this track being so narrow at points, it will probably be a safety car.
It is a tough place to overtake. Will we see anyone go side by side through 130R? That's the real question.
Or,
could they?
even better, side by side through the S's.
Ooh, that would be interesting. But XFR F2 division Japanese Grand Prix coming right up. So we are underway, and it is a one-stop strategy for those on soft, pitting between lap 9 and 11 for the hard tyres. Now, if you're right, Sloppy, it could be a soft medium here.
Yeah, I think.
Depending how well you do on your tyres.
Yeah, you had to push them a lot. I remember it was at the point where if in F1 in XL, if we didn't get a safety car, I think my tyres would have been at 80%. So you really need to push the softs, then push the mediums.
Now, on the screen at the moment, guys, is the current standings, and crucially, TS Swayze is mid-pack, which could be very, very crucial. And his closest competitor, Risky Andy, for the title is... This is going to be a massive, like... What's the word? A massive...
Boost for Risky Andy.
No, it's another word. I can't remember a word, but it's cringe, but he is in pole position.
Pole position.
To gain some points on TS Swayze here.
Yeah.
So
Swayze just needs to keep out of all the drama, work his way through the field. So I feel like there could be a bit of first lap carnage, especially at the first turn. Maybe we'll see Roland risk it for a move. Maybe we'll see Carroll on mediums, I'm pretty sure.
You never know, but this was a quick formation lap, sorry.
Very quick.
They are already at the chicane.
Yeah, now everyone's backing up. Only 11 drivers on the grid today, so you don't have to wait for a whole... Oh, what?
That's a nice line, Carroll. He got bored, maybe. Or wanted to avoid hitting someone. Beastie has switched to the medium tyres. Off you go, track map. But our drivers are now lining up on the grid. There's a Renault mating ritual going on here.
Ooh, and then the AlphaTauri as well. Ooh. Right, I'll keep an eye on the back of the grid.
So Beastie into his grid slot. No, we need a decent...
Give us a decent camera.
There we go. On board with Roland. So 5 red lights here at the Suzuka International Circuit. It's lights out and away we go. Risky Andy has gone away well, but so has TS Carroll and TS Roland. Norris coming up the inside of Carroll now into turn 1.
Oh, Swayze! Oh, Swayze's at contact.
And Swayze is round. No damage to the racing point. Swayze is already at the back of the grid.
Damage to the Red Bull of TS Dom.
There is damage on that Red Bull to Dom, and he's going through the trickiest sequence of corners possibly on the calendar as Madman. No, sorry, that was Sambo going side by side with Dom through Dunlop. Clifford McGrath got the inside and into Degner 1. Sambo goes past TES Dom straight away.
TS Carroll looking at
Norris is past TES Carroll. This could be a battle to watch. Soft versus mediums. But it looks like the soft tyres are really helping at the start of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, the softs really do seem to be turning on very well.
Beastie is all over Dom now. Let's go on board with him as we break at the 50-metre ball for the first part of Spoon. Dom goes very wide.
Big Will goes wide.
Onto the track.
Madman's got the move done.
Gonna stay on board with Beastie and Dom because this can be done before 1:30. Is it? Yes, it is. Beastie is easily through and Swayze now hunting down TES Dom, who will probably have to pit.
Yeah.
But Big Will, any damage on that Red Bull? No, there isn't. So Risky Andy sets the pace on the first lap. It's not lap 3, don't worry guys. Here we go. So still on board with Will. Don't really know. So the predicted pit stop strategy for Will is between lap 8 and 10. So let's have a look at TS Sambo, who has got Big Will right in front of him. He's got a bit of a slide on coming through the S's though. What a manic start for this Japanese Grand Prix. Swayze back up into 10th. TS Carroll's round and has damage. Now he's seen in qualifying how dangerous that corner can be. He now has Swayze all over the back of him and is through in between the two Degners.
So that's 2 people in 2 laps who are going to have to pit.
So Norris is really closing in on TUS Roland here. Risky Andy 1.3 seconds out in front of his teammate. Right on board with the Williams because he really is catching Roland. I can't see if there's damage on that Renault. I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
But Madman up into 4th place on his medium tyre.
Yeah, that's
very
really good.
Position here. Sambo and Will going into the braking zone. We could have had a Senna cross moment there. They're both Scottish. This is for pride.
Could have also been an Albon Norris moment, just reversed.
It could have been, yeah. Now, DRS has been enabled. There's Madman all over the back of Norris as well. I don't know who to go on board with here. The gap is literally the same.
Carroll is in. We've got Beastie trying to hunt down Sambo and Big Will.
Now, the longer Sambo and Big Will fight, the better this is for Beastie. And Carroll's gone onto the hard tyres. Oh, Sambo's round. He did go actually. No damage, but Swayze's gained. Well, he's gone back up to where he qualified.
Not too bad to see.
If I know Swayze, and I'm afraid I do, he's going to be driving angrily there. Now.
Yeah.
So back on board with Madman and Norris then, because Madman has used a hell of a lot of ERS.
Yeah, he just needs to save it behind Norris. He knows he's got the pace as Norris goes wide.
Madman had a wiggle as well, coming under braking for a second part of spoon.
Yeah, he just needs to save up, sit behind him. He knows he's on a tyre that can go longer. Doesn't have to worry.
Norris has really dropped off of Roland now, and the gaps are starting to form, which is a bit odd for Suzuka. There's not really that much of a gap, but Madman should get this done nice and easy. As you can see, the DRS wing is wide open. Now Norris could move across to the right to defend, but he doesn't need to. Got a very good exit, and I guess the ERS situation for Norris is a lot better than Madman.
Madman just stay back, save ERS.
The dirty air round here. As you can see, Roland has had an incident or just lost traction and had a moment. Norris is nearly a second behind him again.
Yeah.
And Andy,
look at Risky Andy's ERS. He's not even pushing.
He hasn't had to use any, really. Back on board with Norris and Madman, but Will has really caught the racing point of Swaffer and has dropped Beastie. So not great for racing point at the moment. Will looks a lot more comfortable through there. 0.6 of a second back.
I think he's running more downforce.
Plenty of ERS for both of them as well. Yeah, I think DRS down there.
Oh jeez. Is Rowan starting to close in on Risky Andy a bit?
Here's, we're going to stay on board with Big Will for now, because he will have DRS. Going down towards turn 1. There's a lot of speed for the Red Bull that doesn't make the move. Madman and Norris still very close as well. And Norris isn't really losing time to Roland here.
Yeah. And
Carroll's done a mega job to start closing that gap down to Dom.
Yeah, and those hards can
really
probably go to the end.
They probably could go to the end. 27 laps to go. 27 laps in this Grand Prix, and we're on lap 5 already. Back on board with Madman and Norris. 4 seconds separate them. Don't do that, Harvey. And Roland is definitely struggling on these soft tyres.
Yeah.
Norris really closed up into the hairpin there. Norris looking good at the moment. Them little arrows on the back of the Williams that are pointing backwards, is that just a representation of where the car goes in real life? Or backwards?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Yeah. so good as well. 0.3 of a second now for Madman. Problem is, you can't really save your ERS round here because it's such a power-dependent circuit. You're on the throttle a lot of the time, as Madman absolutely nails that bollard.
Poor Bollard.
Any advantage possible, and now the ERS situation is
the
very
same.
similar.
Madman, go for the outside.
Outside move, maybe.
No!
Is it done? No, it's not. Madman's got it all wrong. And that's a Madman. Norris done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Norris done nothing wrong there, and Big Will is still within the range of Swaffer, as Swayze really closing in on Beastie and
Yeah.
UFC.
Seems like after the field spread out a bit, we're starting to get a few more battles again.
Keep it
Oh,
up.
there goes Beastie.
Oh no, what's happened there? That's damage. Big damage to the Williams. And he's going to be angry at himself. We spoke to him before the race. We don't have an interview for you as he gets out the way of Sambo. Big Wills. Madman's closing back in on Norris after his moment. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But Big Will is all over the back of Swaffer. No, in that car, thank you. And a nice toe down towards 130R.
Swaffer's gaining on Madman, so if Madman's not careful, and him and Norris and Roland by the looks of things, as they're still very close, keep battling, it could go from a two-way fight to a five-way fight.
It could do. Nice helicopter shot there. Now Big Will doesn't have nearly as much ERS as Swaffer. Well, he does have DRS, but he's not close enough.
As Swaffer gets on the grass just a bit, as Swaffer goes wide.
You've got to be careful riding that curve on exit, because you can pick up warnings there.
Yeah, it as Beastie does
Beastie
pit.
is in the pits. Imagine hard tyres to the end now.
Yeah.
They're back on board with the lead McLaren and the lead Williams. 0.4 of a second yet again through Degner 1 and Degner 2. Really closing up to the Williams there with Madman. I don't think Roland likes these soft tyres very much.
Yeah, they really don't seem to be suiting. I was going to say they don't seem to be suiting the Renault, but his teammate Riscano flying right now.
Yeah, he's not fighting anyone at all.
Yeah.
Clean air.
I think
Big Will's very
Roland's
close to Swaffer.
setup might have a lot of camber and toe, which means he'll be fast in time trial when it's one lap pace.
Is Madman going for a move? Down
He
towards
is.
130R. This is what we're asking for. Is it side by side? Not quite. But will
Yes.
Norris be later on the brakes?
No.
Thinks better of it. This is already more exciting than the 29 laps of Russia we had last week. Madman's actually within DRS range of Roland now.
He didn't get the DRS because, yeah, he must have just been outside. Now he just needs to focus on catching up to Roland and just working his way through the field, getting past.
Now he's still catching till he's done. 2 seconds away now. I imagine he'll start coming
Big
down a
Will and
bit.
Swaffer still right at it.
Will's trying his best to save his ERS, but
Yeah.
as I said earlier, it's difficult round here.
Yeah, because Madman's really gaining on Roland.
It really is. So's Norris. He's pulling Norris along nicely here. So we'll jump on board with McLaren. Definitely in the rhythm now is TES Madman. And the championship leaders, bar Risky Andy, not having the greatest race.
Madman's very close here. Roland gets on the grass. Will Madman go for a move? Round the outside.
Maybe. Down it, round the outside maybe.
He's done it.
He's done it. Fair
It's a
enough.
move. Oh, it's Roland! Huge moment. And into the
Roland's
pits.
in. Roland is in. DRS active for the Williams.
No.
No. The one stop for the hards are open, and I think, Will's in as well. It is hard tyres for the Renault and the Red Bull.
Yeah.
Where will they drop? Where will they come out? No one else in the pit lane. Sambo goes through up into P6. Racing points of P4 and P5 at the moment. So Will has come out
ahead, behind Roland,
ahead of his teammate,
but quite a bit ahead of Dom, Cal and Beastie.
And Dom is going to have to piss again.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's
Yeah.
that one for the mediums.
Yeah.
So it might be worth see how far they go, and if you can, put on the softs at the end.
We should do a sloppy
Madman is Madman's closing in
on Risky
on
Andy, yeah.
Risky Andy. So this could be. Just saw Risky Andy leaving shot there, but crucially, Madman can see him up the road.
Yeah.
If we ride on board, Andy is going through 130R now. So he can see him, but look at that ERS for the McLaren.
It's basically none.
It's
Risky Andy's in.
empty. Risky Andy is in. This will promote Madman into the lead.
Norris
Now
in,
just
so
has
is
to
Swaffer.
Put his head down. Swaffer and Norris in
Yeah,
as
the
well.
last of the pit stops until maybe a late race safety car or Dom has to pit.
Stay on board with Norris. What is it? It's hard tyres for the Williams. Now, will Norris come out ahead of TES Roland? Roland's across the line now. Where's Norris? There's Norris! Roland has got back ahead of Norris.
Yeah.
And this battle is going to continue.
Mama got a penalty.
It is a 3-second time penalty for TES Madman. And now we have a four-way battle between Roland, Norris, Will and Swaffer. All coming through the S section. Don't actually know the names of the corners, I don't speak Japanese.
So it looks like if Madman
Will.
was to pit, come out just behind Risky Andy right now.
Yeah, just behind him. So we will put the gap to the leader on. Roland is 24.7 behind the leader. So he will slot in behind the Reynolds at this stage of the race.
Madman's still using every bit of the RS he has.
Big Will and Norris. Obviously Big Will's tyres. A lot. Well, they've been rubbered in. They're up to temperature.
Yeah.
We know how much people struggle to get the hards into.
Swayze.
It's a 5-second penalty for Swayze.
Speeding in the pit lane.
Speeding in the pit lane.
Ooh.
It's a McLaren 1-2. Red flag in session. Red flag it now.
Red flag, red flag.
And it's a wing change for Swayze. I didn't see damage on his wing.
Unless it was.
Swayze, you can leave. Oh, it lagged.
Oh.
I thought they just held him for no reason at all.
Yeah.
So Norris up in P5 at the moment. Fresher tyres than the cars ahead and one behind, of course. Swayze's hoping for a safety car here.
Yeah.
Because he can get that removed. Or he's not hoping for a safety car and gets it removed via tickets.
Yeah.
But there's 17 seconds separating Sambo and Madman. But Risky Andy is 7/10 of a second behind Sambo. And then a big 7-second gap to Roland behind. I don't really know what's going on with Roland. He seems to be struggling, whereas Norris seems to be excelling here.
Yeah, I
Suzuka.
think definitely Roland has chosen a time trial setup here.
Look how quick Will and Norris are in the corners as Carroll leaves.
Ooh.
Just as he's ahead of Dom.
I will try and get him back in.
But we are going back on board. Oh, Will could be going for a move here. No, he's not.
Ooh, just a bit too far behind. He's not had a good exit as well.
That's going to hamper battle for Norris, but I can guarantee you something along the lines of this. Norris and Rowland will battle.
Yeah. They will. And Norris is nearly pushing Rowland through the S's. He's that close.
Norris seems a lot better on these hard tyres, it must be said.
Got a lot
Norris
of
is
confidence.
looking quick. Risky Andy should get past Sambo with relative ease.
Yeah.
Much fresher tyres. But we're going to stick on board with the TES guys here. Rowland, Norris and Dave. We have some Will supporters in the chat.
Yeah.
Dave, welcome. See what the Red Bull driver
Rowland
can
pulled
do.
away from Norris there a bit. Norris might have made a mistake on traction.
Yeah, well, he doesn't use it, so it's very possible. But still within the RS range, as we said earlier, it's so difficult to overtake here. If you are going to do it, it's going to have to be a hashtag send.
Yeah.
Risky Andy all over the... Sambo's missed the chicane!
Ooh. Not
Sambo
even a
has missed the
penalty.
chicane! They slowed down enough, but
Really defending
is he
moving.
letting him go?
No, he's
That's a sportsman thing to do.
he's holding his round the
Round the
outside.
outside! Sambo on the inside, Leclerc and Verstappen moment maybe!
No! Bit of
And he
contact.
gets it done. Very good move from Risky Andy. Back up into P2. About 18 seconds off of the lead at the moment.
The science in the chat says, come on, Roro. Yes. Come on, Roro.
Welcome to the stream, Science. Good morning to you.
As Dom's caught up to Carol's AI, his ghost car.
Now, if Carol's in the chat, let us know what happened. Unless his internet's gone, then he can't. But
I mean, it's weird because I keep going on. Let me double check again. F1 2020 in the main menu. Okay, I'll invite him again.
end to the race here. Battle for what could
This Carol has now
be.
joined.
This is for podium. This three-way fight is for podium.
Possible. Yes, yes,
I've
it
just
is.
worked that out.
It is, because
Sambo
Madman will
and
come out
Madman
just
have
ahead.
to pit.
Madman will come out just ahead. Sambo will have to pit. So yeah, this place is up for grabs.
There's less than a second separating all of them.
That's
This is
mega
how close
close.
this is. Renault versus Williams versus Red Bull. Ah, the good old days.
not something you'd hear a lot nowadays with the difference in car performance.
Norris, is he going to go for a late move? Maybe. No, Rowland inside line. Dropped that one off.
It's very, very close. The ditch doesn't really seem to be it's not really affecting Norris. He's driving pretty fast just behind Rowland, sticking with him. Rowland's made a mistake though.
He has. Norris all over the back here. All over the gearbox of TES Rowland. And the intervals have gone. Come back.
Intervals.
I think when we get to second three, they'll call that. 7 viewers, hope you're enjoying the stream. If I know some of you aren't following, so if you are enjoying it and you want to see this week in, week out, don't be afraid to hit that follow button. It helps the stream out, it helps us out, it helps TES out. So
It helps
sure to hit
everyone
that
out.
follow button.
You get good.
It just helps everyone out.
Rowland. Oh.
Rowland slow on exit.
Yeah, huge Rowland. He's
Gonna ride on board with Will here. Where's he putting that Renault? No, I'm going on board with Norris. This is side by side. 130R. They did not touch. Somehow.
wow.
Great
That's
spatial awareness from Norris there.
That's
but
the
now
action we
under
wanted.
pressure from Will.
Will.
And Will's had another moment right out the second corner. What a fantastic fight we've had at the moment between these three. And long may it continue all the way to the end of the race. How they did it crash there, I do not know.
Yeah, crazy.
Rowland needs to think that Matty will pounce if he makes a mistake. So Rowland can't afford to make any more mistakes now. I'm going to go on board with Carol and Dom. This should be easily done into turn 1 for Carroll. It's done before.
Yeah, Dom just lets
I'm
him
going
go.
to
I
go
think.
forward now. Back onto Norris and Roland. They're getting a lot of stream time here. I mean, if it's racing like this, then why not? So the 2 racing points have really dropped off.
Yeah.
Not suiting the hard tyres, it seems.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be fair, Andy isn't really closing in on Madman. If Madman can take these tyres a few more laps, he could get softs to the end here.
Yeah, but it depends. His tyres aren't even looking that bad.
He's really short shifting, but not saving his ERS.
Which he might need.
Oh, Will now. Will and Norris.
Ooh.
No, Will thinks better off it. He's have to get it off as well, though.
Yeah. If I was Will, I would have stayed right up on the bumper and gone in the braking zone.
No moment for Will this time. Matty does have DRS. Will's a hell of a lot closer though.
But
Not going for a move. I love that camera angle. That camera angle is awesome.
oh, Roland, another bit of a moment.
Really allowed Norris to catch back up. This is why we love the FT division of XFR. It's Carroll with the fastest lap, 130.9 on the hard tyres. Channeling is in and Lewis Hamilton there. Oh, Will was a little bit wide there.
Yeah.
He's kept it in a straight line. He's kept it within 8 tenths of a second.
These drivers are getting.
Roland is really struggling here.
Yeah. Really struggling. He's not helping himself.
Now
by
they all
not-
have the same ERS. This is brilliant to watch. Brilliant to watch.
And look at that. Look who's closing up. Swaffer.
Swaffer is closing up on this three-way battle. So we could
Yellow
have these
flag.
four. Yellow flag in
Beastie.
sector 1. Who
Lost it
is it?
again.
It's Beastie. He's lost it to Degner again.
Where
Not Degner.
Dunlop.
And a 5-second penalty for Madman, speeding in the pit lane.
Oh.
Soft tyres. Can he make that back up? Where's Risky Andy? Exiting the final corner now.
He's got 8 seconds. 8 seconds of penalties.
Where's the McLaren? Not even out the pit lane yet.
He's been out ahead of.
Sambo's still going.
If Madman can push, he might still get this podium.
Quite possibly. 5 seconds to win behind. He needs 8.
But he's on much fresher,
doesn't wanna-
much better tyres.
He is, but he doesn't want to push too hard because Japan is one cruel bitch.
It really is. And what will his teammate do? Will his teammate just let him by, or will his teammate hold him up?
I would. Why would you hold an auto strategy up
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
faster driver? That's the question. But Sambo does want to get out of Madman's way as quickly as possible here.
And
Is doing.
Yeah.
Very early. That's a very Bottas move. So this will, I suspect Sambo is coming into the pits for soft tyres.
Yeah.
This will promote Roland into the podium position. Where will Sambo come out? He'll come out behind Swayze, maybe even Carroll.
Yeah. As Big Will, looking at Norris, he's right up.
Will had another moment coming out on the final corner.
I know he's struggling with traction out of the final corner.
Sambo is in. He is on the soft tyres. Let's see where he comes out. Good flag. Here comes Swayze. He might come out ahead of Swayze, you know. The McLaren is out the pit lane, but here comes Swayze. Does get ahead of him before turn 1. But look at the tyre difference now.
Madman's got the gap.
Madman does have the gap. He's also got to get past Andy.
Yeah, but as long as he gets this second, that's a good result. Sambo, all of the
Especially
back
with
of Swayze.
Swayze and Carroll struggling. Sorry.
And Swayze does have the penalty.
Does. It's 5 seconds for Swayze as well for speeding in the
And
pit
he
lane.
lets Sambo go.
Same. Yeah, that's the better move.
And Man
Fresher
really
hard
gaining
tyres
on
as well.
Risky Andy at the moment.
Brand new softs versus 7 lap hards. Not any lap old hards you're gonna catch on softs.
Yeah.
Now this is doable.
Man just needs to.
About to be lap 19. Is lap 19. Madman
sets the fastest lap.
Norris all over the back of Roland once again. Doesn't really have the ERS to do it. Does have DRS. Has dropped Will a little bit.
Is Roland out of there completely?
Wide into one. He's got away with it though.
But look at the gap between Man
Just about got away with
Risky
it.
Andy.
Needs to jump on board with this. Look, they're so close between the Williams and the other Renault. Under a second now for the lead. Under the bridge. Braking hard for the second gear hairpin. Much better acceleration on these soft tyres.
As Man doesn't want to be too greedy with these curves at this moment. He's got the gap. As Andy did go wide there. Let's see.
Honestly, don't know what to say about this race.
Yeah.
It's 6/10 of a second.
There's so much action. There's the 6/10 gap at the lead. There's a 6/10 gap between Roland and Norris, 7/10 now, and then there's a 5/10 between Big Will and Norris. There's Man's going for a move.
And he's placing the car well, forcing him wide, Barrichello style, into turn 1. Backs out of it.
That was smart
Had to
from
back out of
Man,
that.
yeah.
That would have been a big, big accident.
Both cars would have spun. But he's still all over Norris again. 3/10 on Roland.
There's a battle for the lead going on, and a battle for the final podium spot. Really don't know where to look at the moment.
There's action everywhere in these closing stages of the race.
That's 20 of 27. 3/10 of a second separate Norris and Roland. Will has probably had a moment. Or maybe saving his ERS. Because compared to Roland and Norris, he's got a lot more. Roland got a good exit out of the hairpin.
Man very close to Risky Andy here. Will he go for a move into the chicane? No.
Andy under a ton of pressure at the moment.
Man has got a good exit.
He has, but he's got no ERS.
Yeah, he's not.
No ERS. Nor has Andy though. All over the back of him for out turn 2. This is so
Here
close.
comes Norris. Again, he's choosing the
Norris
outside.
is going to get this done. Can Norris get this done?
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Norris into P3. Roland is still on the inside and backs out of it. Yes, Norris up into P3 for Williams. And Big Will has caught right back up to this battling back.
We've got a yellow flag. That's
There's a yellow
Beastie.
flag in
He's
sector
spun.
2. That's Beastie gone round again.
Damage.
And like Singapore, not going the way Beastie wanted it to. Madman and Andy have caught Beastie now. Blue flags will be waving. Let's see if we can spot them. Yes, we can. Beastie well out the way.
Yeah, just gets out the way.
thing there. Now Roland can save some ERS, whereas Norris is going to have to do all of the defending now.
Yeah.
Now this will go to the end of the race, this battle. I really want to stay on board with it, but I can't. Swayze's really catching TES Carroll as well.
Yeah. And they're both on 0 lap old softs.
Back on board with the lead.
Again, just a bit too far back, but look at Roland. Look at Big Will.
Roland's at a moment. Will is in prime position here. DRS open. Roland has it as well.
This is close. Just not close enough though.
What a fantastic battle we've got here. All on hard tyres, of course.
Yeah.
Norris is starting to gap Roland.
Yeah, he is.
Roland can't get in a rhythm. Look at Big Will going in towards Techno 1.
He's all over the rear
back
of
of that Renault. I really can't call this.
It is super close. I really don't know who's going to get this last podium spot. We've got another yellow flag. It's Beastie again.
It's Beastie again. He's carried on with damage. It's a virtual safety car. Roland can breathe a sigh of relief for the moment.
Beastie's just pit.
He has just pit. He's got damage again. Really not going Beastie's way here.
As Manwan's lost a bit of time in this VSC.
He has. He's lost a hell of a lot of time.
Riscandi's going full throttle while I'm not quite sure what's happened. Why is Manwan lost?
Now he's definitely got to back off. Got to back off now.
Oh, really? Yeah, backing up.
It must be ending. It must be ending.
It's got to be.
Hasn't ended yet.
Riscandi!
Riscandi drive-through penalty!
Oh my gosh.
This race is not over.
Oh my. So now this is critical for Big Will to get past.
It is. This is for the two steps of the podium here, guys. And Will looks a lot more comfortable on these tyres. That's 23 of 27. There's 5 to go.
Oh, it's super close. I think Manman's
has gained 3 tenths under that.
Manman's just gonna take this car to the end now, knowing Riscandi's got to serve the drive-through.
Yeah, he doesn't need to risk anything. Where will this put Riscandi? Let's get the gap to the leader.
So Beastie's just come back out.
With Sambo. It's mega close. Roland's really closed up to Norris.
And look at Big Will as well.
Yeah, look how close this is, man. This is so tight.
This is crazy time.
I can't go on board with Roland. He's got a bridge.
Oh, he's just a bit too far back.
Now, my driver of the day at this moment in time has got to be TES Norris.
Yeah.
He's had a fantastic race.
It's been great from the start. He's just had pace on both compound tyres. Worked his way through and he's in a good position for a podium right now.
Extremely good position, and it would be P2 at this moment in time.
We're still waiting for Riscandi to serve his drive-through.
Well, there's still this has been a three-way battle.
Swayze fastest
for most of the race. It's an extra point for Swayze. If he can push. Carroll is a long way off of TES Sambo. What does Risky Andy do? Does he stay out? And through the chicane now. He stays out. Risky Andy has stayed out. Through 130R, the challenging 3 once again.
So if Riscandi doesn't pit this lap, he's going to be disqualified.
Yeah, Risky Andy has to
He
pick
has
this
to.
lap. Big Will still too far back to make a move on Roland. For a place where overtaking is difficult, this has been one hell of a fight.
Exactly, it is. And also with the first sector, we thought, or at least I thought, everyone would just spread out a bit with the downforce you need and how little downforce you get running behind another car, but
Roland is actually struggling through sector 1.
he is.
But he gets a really good exit out of the final corner, which is keeping him within DRS range of Norris at the moment. But Norris has had... I'm not going to say it yet. I can't say it yet.
Don't commentate to curse anyone.
No, I'm not going to. Oh, Will had a bit of a understeering moment from the first part of Spoon. But Roland has had a poor exit.
As Riskandy is in.
Past Roland here. Riskandy has pitted. Madman will now be in the lead. No, he won't be behind Sambo because it's a drive-through.
Yeah,
he's
coming out behind.
It's not a stop-go.
Swaffer.
Here comes Norris, Roland and Big Will. Where's Andy? Exiting the pit lane now. He will stay ahead
Ooh, it's very close.
of Swaffer. So the current podium is TES Madman 95, TES Norris and TES Roland. But Will is even closer than he has been.
This is
0.3 of a second.
This is proper.
On the
to the line.
penultimate lap. He just needs to put Roland under a huge amount of pressure. And I think he is doing.
He is.
Look at the amount of pressure Will's putting onto Roland. Norris has broken DRS. Will doing a stellar effort here.
Yeah, this could really help Will with nice breaking Roland's
0.3
DRS.
of a second. 0.2 of a second.
Oh wow,
A
this is.
tenth. This is so. Roland's wide. Oh my god.
Look at Risky Andy.
Risky Andy coming into this as well. Oh my god, what a race we've got on our hands for the final lap. Speaking of which, here comes Madman to start the final lap. We've got to stay on board with this, because this is going to be a mega finish. For the final podium spot.
Oh my
Roland
gosh.
won't have DRS this time.
Oh,
Andy does,
jeez.
Will does.
Here they come. Oh, they're just too far back.
He's too far back.
Will with a huge moment.
Renault, Red Bull Renault. That's how close it is at the moment.
Look at Risky Andy. Oh my gosh.
And he's basically pushing Will through. You can't write this stuff. You really can't.
This is. Oh my
So I
gosh.
know where Madman is. Madman's coming up to 130R now. Swaffer's coming on the battle as well.
Oh my gosh.
This is mad.
This could be last corner. Last chicane. Oh, look at the run. Look at the run.
Will's
Will's
had a
got.
very good exit.
Roland's just got a straight line to go. Oh my
He's
gosh.
gonna do it, he's gonna do it. 5-second time penalty. Oh yeah, never mind, he's finished. Oops, sorry about that.
Madman finishes first. Who will the podium be? It looks like it's going to be Norris.
Norris finishes P2 and a
Roland
fantastic
P3.
effort. Roland P3. Big Will P4. Andy P5. Swaffer P6. Sambo comes home in P7. What an incredible race here.
What a race.
TES Carroll a long way back from the rest of the pack. Will finish P8. Oh my god! What a race! What a fantastic race we've had here this evening for the XFR F2 Japanese Grand Prix.
Wow, that's...
TES Carroll finishes P8, Swayze comes home P9, but jumps Carroll due to the timing glitch, but Carroll will get that back. TES Darmoff and damage on the first lap will recover to P10, and unfortunately Beastie is a lap down, but gets to finish. And Beastie NUFC looking for a podium finishes where he started, unfortunately. But oh my god, I'm gonna disagree with the game there. I'm giving driver to T Norris. Sloppy, do you want to start a poll in my Twitch chat? And after the interviews, we will reveal the true driver of the day from the viewers.
That was absolutely chaotic. That was crazy. Right, let's see. How do I do this? Oh, can't.
Exclamation mark poll or something.
Let's see. Will this work? I think my my Twitch is bugged out.
Oh god.
Right, guys, say in chat who you think your driver of the day is. Ah, wait, I've got it.
So, this is your final positions. TES Madman 95 for the McLaren, even with the 8-second penalty, finishes in P1. TES Norris, a valiant effort, up in P2 after starting P4. TES Roland dropped down 1, the Dutchman down to P3 for Renault. TES Big Will in P4 for Red Bull. P5 is Risky Andy, 666 for Renault. Swaffer 1, BWT Racing Point Formula 1 team in P6. P7 is TES Sambo. P8 TES Swayze, the champion leader, but will be TES Carroll, so P9 will be Swayze. And P10, rounding out the points, is Dom Beastie NC P11. But what a fantastic race we've had there.
Yeah.
An incredible race.
Absolutely crazy. As the vote, the polls looking very close. 3-2 right now to Madman. And then 2 votes to Norris.
Madman, if you voted for yourself, we're disregarding it.
I mean, you have to give credit to Madman starting P8, coming home to win.
We do.
And
we do
after
have
getting
to.
those penalties, having...
Is there a way I can view who voted for each? No, there isn't. But we're going to ignore the chat. I have to give it to TES Norris.
Yeah.
I have to. It's just... Right, as we will get our podium sitters into the party. What a mad race we've had here. But our podium sitters are here. We will include the audio in their streams as well. But it's time for, once again, the British National Anthem. So that was the British national anthem for our race winner, TES Madman 95, and our winning constructor, McLaren. I don't know where to begin. I actually don't. That race was epic. Just talk us through how it went for you, Madman.
I think that is probably it's hard to sum it up. It's a bittersweet victory, in all honesty, because the contact with Swayze lap one, and then Andy gets the drive-through. So it's I shouldn't have won, but it was crazy. The moves I was putting out the first stint though were amazing. It was fun, but wasn't. If you know what I mean, it's one of those. But yeah, I didn't crash. That's that's the main thing.
Yeah, that is the main thing. I mean, the last thing you want to do is what happened to Swayze and end up at the back on that one. Not a great qualifying from yourself.
No.
On the medium tyres though. So you were looking good into the race. Were you expecting to get anything from this weekend?
Not at all, to be honest. In the practice session, I was just half spinning. The car wasn't gripping. It felt awful. It's like driving on ice. And then in the qualifying, the car felt a little bit better, but I wasn't really pushing. Even in the race, I didn't think I was pushing as hard as I could have been. But I mean, I must have been pushing to the limit, because after that, I would have spun and crashed. So, yeah.
Yeah. Sloppy, any questions for Madman?
Yeah. What was your thoughts in those final few laps when that VSC came out? Because you were really pushing.
Yeah.
Andy, like you were right behind him for quite a few laps. So what were you thinking at that point? And then also when Risk Andy pulled out a 2-second gap under VSC.
Yeah. So. Before the VSC came out, the goal was literally get ahead of him as quick as possible, because I had to get at least 5 seconds, because I think I can get one of the penalties removed because of the move on Norris where I went, wide and then had to come back on track. But I'd obviously lost out so much there, so I was like, well, that's surely going to get removed. So I thought if I can get ahead of Andy and get a 5-second gap, I can get the win. And then he obviously went a bit further ahead in the VSC, but it wasn't so much him pushing, it was me just dropping off a bit, because I know how strict the VSC is now, and I didn't want to get that penalty. And I said in my head, it was horrible, because I basically commentated Kirsten, was just like, it'd be funny if he got a penalty and then he doesn't get it. And I'm like, oh fuck, I feel horrible now.
Yeah. Were you wanting a battle to the finish line, a straight sprint, or were you kind of
I was
hoping
wanting
something
a bit of a
happened?
battle, but also I just kind of wanted just to take it calmly and get to the end, because I
Yeah.
hadn't crashed up to that point. And I was like, that issue I had in Japan last in XL where the wheel felt really loose, it felt like it wasn't working. That had happened again, so I think it's something with Japan.
It
I was
must
like,
be, yeah.
I just think it might be the track itself, but the wheel felt so loose. I was like, I've not got the same control I usually have, so I was just bring the car home mode, to be honest.
Yeah,
Whilst trying to do so as quick as possible.
I think we could see that as well after the VSC, where you just kind of, you weren't really pushing, you were just you were still on the pace, but not right up Risky Andy's rear end.
Yeah, no, after I'd seen he got that drive through, I kind of was just like, well, there's no point trying to push him across the line. He's going to have to serve that, so it's just don't crash.
And you didn't, so it got you the win.
Yeah. I've been saying I've needed to do this for weeks. I dedicate this win to Matty, because we all love Matty.
Thanks.
Yes.
So we'll get on to Matty shortly. Either way, correct me if I'm wrong, that's your 3rd race victory in a row.
Yeah. 3rd race where I've not bottled in a row, actually.
So, it's a very... We're round 18 now. 22 is the season. Is the championship coming into your mind?
It's not left, but it's always been one of those that I kind of pushed the buttons on now. I'm only going for 2nd place.
So you're aiming to be essentially on the podium of the season. Because you have had a very good run of form recently. Long may it continue. And how do you feel about USA next week?
I'm not a massive fan of USA. It's Corner Cut Grand Prix, but I don't know. I'm feeling confident every race I go into at the moment. I just seem to either end up winning or crashing. So let's hope I can continue at
Style
least one of
senpai
those.
tactic.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's hope I can do one of those. Maybe the winning part, but
Yeah. Once again, anyway, massive congratulations to yourself and a third race victory in the row, and that brings us nicely on to. I'll give Madman a shout out, but my driver of the day, TES Norris. Welcome.
Thank you.
Where do we start, Sloppy? What a race.
Definitely.
Essentially, most of the Grand Prix between yourself, Roland, and Big Will. How are you feeling after that?
Sweaty.
Knees weak, arms heavy.
No, just really,
Vomit
really
on your
sweaty.
Okay.
Roland pushed me to the limit, basically. Then Will decided he was going to get involved as well and push me even further. It was a case of just concentrate, stick it where possibly can, keep behind, keep the gap, and if I see the move to open up, then go for it and don't be afraid. Really.
Yeah, it was a fantastic battle. I just don't know what to say, really.
It
That
was
so much fun to commentate on.
Yeah, so close the whole race. There was not, I think, the gap at its biggest throughout the race when you guys were battling was about 1.5 seconds between all of you guys, which was super close.
The furthest gap I got on Roland was towards the end, where I think I saw it the most at 1.4. So I don't know if he was saving fuel or if he was backing up Will to help Andy out after the drive-through. I'm not entirely sure. But it kind of helped me out in the end. I could save some fuel, save some ERS myself, and calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, towards the end you did pull the gap on Roland, but were you getting sick to death of looking at Renault?
I was a little bit, as I say, trying to find the gaps, trying to get past him because Roland is one hell of a defender, and it was just finding that gap to just place my car there. I had the opportunity to go for it at 130R and absolutely just nope, was not going to go for it and pulled out of that move, saved it for a few more laps and then got him on the start finish straight towards turn one, which was another close battle for the corner. I didn't want to keep there too long just in case there was a collision or anything.
Yeah, there was a moment where it could have been tears. 130R on the inside of Roland.
Yep.
Just left you enough space.
Yeah,
you had to back out. What was going through your mind?
I wanted to go for it, but that corner is unpredictable. Anything can happen because if you catch that curb, it's either yourself going out or it's both of you going out. And I didn't want that to happen, so I backed out of it and just saved up enough and went for the attack again.
Yeah. Sloppy, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, great racing, and I think that smart move where you just backed out of like one or two moves that could have ended very badly, I think that got you the podium. And yeah, you were just rapid in the race from the very start. Just you were there, really. You were on the pace the whole time, and your setup seemed to suit the tyres and the track.
Oh, definitely.
Great qualifying as well.
Yeah. Setup. It was a case of a last-minute thing. Whose do I go for? And in the end, I ended up choosing binaries, which was actually a shock. It felt comfortable. Um, Qualifying, I did not expect to be that high. Not at all. Jack did an amazing job on the mediums to stick it in third place. So starting fourth was an absolute dream. All I had to do was just attack from the get-go, and that's what was on my mindset: attack, attack, attack. And I will admit, Japan is one of my favourite tracks. So I know where I can push the limits. Yes, qualifying, I did spin it, but that was my own stupid fault. But came back strong and happy with the podium.
Yeah, I would be. It was fantastic, and I'm pretty sure you've definitely got my driver of the day, and I'm pretty sure Sloppy said you as
my
well.
driver of the day.
So
thank you very much, guys.
Congratulations on that as well. Fantastic pace all round. Now on to another guy that was in this fight, Roland. Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Did you wear the right coloured pants? You know, the brown pants?
Yeah, it's a bit brown, I think.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants. Epic, just epic race, all for the whole 27 laps basically. Done extremely well in qualifying to make it an all Renault front row. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, that qualifying was a shock. First of all, that many people went for mediums to start on, and then I ended up P2. Like, what? So from that moment, it's like, okay, I'm gonna try help Andy. 5 people behind me. Try to hold them up, but yeah, it ended up, I think better than I thought. Only Matt behind me, and when Madman that got past. But other than that, yeah, very close race with Matty. Could keep ahead of him for like 3/4 of a race. And then I used so much ERS and he saved enough apparently that he got past.
Yeah. I take it you found out it's difficult to save ERS here.
Yeah, it is. Fuel is easy.
Yeah, what a fantastic race it was. Did you think the podium could have gone at any point, especially with how close Will was as well?
Well, when Matty overtook me, I thought the podium was gone. Like, yeah, if I'm not getting past there, then it's P4, and then I probably more to worry about Will than Matty, because I had a feeling they were a little bit quicker than me. And then suddenly my teammate had a drive-through, so yeah, that brought me back on the podium again for the 6th time in a row.
Yeah, consistency is key, I think, is the phrase people say. As you said, it's the 6th podium in a row. USA next week. Now,
yeah,
we know you and that track.
Well,
in 5 lappers, don't.
Yeah, you said that, but the last league race I had no penalties.
Yeah, true. You also qualified 5th there in SFR.
Yeah, and I won last season here because I had no penalties. There was a late safety car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I can keep it on track again and get no penalties, then yeah, maybe I'm here again.
Yeah, hopefully so. How are you feeling going into USA?
That's probably I don't know how Mexico is for me, but Brazil and Abu Dhabi are not good for me, so it might be the last good track for me. Where I have a chance to get a podium. Oh, you never know. Crazy things happen, but on pace,
Yeah,
we
we just had that race at Japan.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said this one either, especially in the dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I am.
Another good result at Japan for you to add to your collection.
Yes.
And another P4. How about tomorrow then?
Tomorrow, yeah, I don't know.
Japan
I don't
again.
know if I'm there, so I put it on that racing for the moment, but I don't know if I'm home in time.
Anyway, what a fantastic race. Sloppy, any questions for Roland?
Yeah, Roland, how did you find that setup? Because for all you're very quick, you seem to be struggling at points on the circuit, and You seem to be just getting a bit more straight line speed than downforce. So was that the case?
Well, I had the same setup as Matty. Spider is my F1 teammate, so 9 of 10 races I have his setup.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, it's a little bit adjusted to my liking, but this one was just exactly the same. The one on time trial was.
Did
So, yeah, it's pretty comfortable, but yeah, but it's not a good track for me. It's not a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
I'm not that consistent on it. Not like Matthias. He knows where to push, and
yeah,
I know where I can bin it. So I'll be extra careful.
So, are you going to be changing anything on the setup for tomorrow, or are you keeping it the same?
It's probably going to be the same if I race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a smart move.
That was comfortable, so.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations to TES Madman, TES Norris, and TES Roland on the victory and the podiums, retrospectively.
Whoop whoop.
Sloppy, anything to say to the viewers before we end?
Oh, to the viewers, yes, if you're not already following, make sure you follow, because this time, every single Friday, we're going to be live doing commentary on more races just like this, so make sure you are following and have the notifications on so you don't miss a stream. And then if you want, tune into races tomorrow and Sunday night on Supreme Formula Racing Twitch and F1XL and other respective Twitch streamers that will do the different leagues on the Sunday League. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the race as much as at least I enjoyed to commentate it on. I think it was good to watch. And yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Sure you don't want to do any more plugs?
I was just going to say, is there any more to this script?
Twitter, Instagram.
I mean, I'm pretty sure socials will be. I think there might be a command, so maybe an exclamation mark socials or something. I don't know if you want to follow us on other accounts of the social media platforms. Yes, we've also just as a TES, we've just got a new Instagram account, so make sure to follow us on there, Typhoon_E_sports, where we'll be posting updates on how we do in different races and that.
Well, we'll be posting stuff.
Stuff, yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. What a fantastic race we've had. Ryan, Matty, Roland, keep it up, and hopefully we get some more racing like this. But thank you all for watching. Thank you once again, Sloppy, for joining me, and bring on USA, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed it. From myself and TES Sloppy, thank you and good night.
She told me that I'm not enough, and she left me with a broken heart. She fooled me twice and it's all my fault. She cut too deep, now she left me scarred. There's so many thoughts going through my brain, and now I'm taking these shots like it's morning pain. Yeah. to the streets, we come alive. We never sleep, never get tired. Some urban thieves and suburban life. Turn the crowd up now, we'll never back down. Shoot down the skyline, watch it on prime time. Turn up the love now, listen up now, turn up the love. Who's gonna say